In the endless savanna, the search for life continues. Leading them is Reth, the chief who carries the tribe's hope on his shoulders. Every step is heavy, marking the parched earth with footprints of fatigue. Behind him is Kael, the agile scout, but his legs too have grown weary. Exhaustion is etched on his face, yet his eyes remain ever vigilant. The hunters, the tribe's strength, are now worn out after many days of wandering. A shared burden weighs on the women. Their life-sustaining supplies are dwindling. Every burden is held by a fierce will to survive. Nature is harsh, the land is barren, and the sun burns relentlessly. Reth looks back. The weariness of his people only fuels his determination. In those eyes, despair is fleeting, replaced by an iron will. Amidst the vast wilderness, humans seem so small and alone. They pause only to gather strength, never to give up. Even in exhaustion, a glimmer of hope remains, never extinguished. Every conquered hill reveals another hopelessly arid landscape. Where is the destination? The unspoken question echoes in the chief's mind.
How much further can we go?
Kael feels that weight too, readying himself for an even longer journey. Suddenly, something stops the scout in his tracks. His eyes widen, piercing through the haze of fatigue. A familiar signal. Stop. Be silent. Wait. The group obeys instantly. Discipline is etched into their very being. And then, in the distance, a miracle emerges from the heat haze. A green land, a shimmering river, a promise of life. Vibrant life springs forth from the smallest of things. Kael's gesture is no longer a command, but one of reverence for nature's gift. Amazement softens the chief's stern expression. Hope erupts, washing away the long-accumulated fatigue. A moment of silence falls as they struggle to believe their eyes. Their shared glances speak volumes of their struggle and its worthy reward. Reth walks on, cautious, but no longer with the steps of a desperate man. The whole tribe moves forward, towards the promise of a new future. Each step is lighter now, filled with purpose and hope. The line between despair and salvation is sometimes just a single step. The first touch, a confirmation that this is no illusion. They leave the dead land behind, entering the embrace of life. But Reth knows, hope must be paired with caution. He observes, analyzing every detail. What does this land promise, and what does it hide? In the chief's eyes, everything is a sign. He listens to the whispers of the earth, searching for answers. The soil in his hand speaks of its richness and potential. The scent of the earth, of plants, of new life. He reads the land's story in every leaf, every piece of bark. Kael understands the final decision must be based on wisdom, not impulse. In his mind, a map of this land begins to form. A promised land, but also an unknown. The tribe trusts and waits. Patience is a lesson in survival. The future of an entire people rests on his next decision. For the young, the abundance before them is the only answer they need. The eagerness of youth sometimes overshadows necessary caution. For those who are exhausted, this is the ideal resting place. The dream of a home, a safe shelter, burns brightly. Patience wanes, replaced by the desire for stability. In their minds, the shelters are already being built. Plans for the future are whispered with excitement. The survival instinct urges them to act immediately. A new energy, born from hope and impatience. But Kael's experience tells him things are not so simple. A gentle shake of the head, enough to curb the impulsiveness. The eyes of an elder always hold valuable lessons. Respect for experience triumphs over momentary eagerness. Kael knows his role, to support and await the chief's decision. Loyalty and trust are the foundation of a strong tribe. Reth feels every thought, every expectation directed at him. It is time for unity. All hasty decisions are dangerous. Whether they like it or not, all must follow the chief's command. His gaze reminds them that the tribe's survival comes first. It is a look of wisdom, of responsibility, and of authority. Kael stands there, a symbol of absolute support. Silence can sometimes be more tense than words. Now, only Reth's decision can break this silence. This pause is for everyone to reflect on their choices. Reth signals, not to stay, not to leave, but to explore. Kael understands instantly. More information is needed before a decision is made. Weapons are not just for hunting, but are tools for survival. They are ready. Their faces no longer show fatigue, only focus. The scouting party slips into the strange land, silent as shadows. Every step Kael takes is light, fluid, leaving almost no trace. A small sign, yet it tells a large story about this land's inhabitants. He reads the past in what is left behind on the ground. An agreement without words, just a simple look.
Kael. What is it, Kael?
In Kael's mind, an image of the prey has already begun to form. They follow an invisible path that only master hunters can see. Nature always leaves clues for those who know how to read them. A sure sign, the prey is still very close. The hunting instinct awakens. Every sense is heightened. Where there is prey, there is water, an immutable law of survival. They spread out, surrounding their target, a tactic honed over generations. Each person is a link, forming a perfect hunting net. Kael's ears can even hear the wind changing direction. He has found it, the source of water, the source of life. A mission is successful. A quiet relief spreads through the silence. Their search has paid off, confirming the potential of this land.
Go,
Meanwhile,
gather.
Reth leads another survey, one no less important. Knowledge of plants, passed down from their ancestors, is the key to life. He searches not only for food, but also for hidden dangers. A frown from Reth could decide the fate of the entire tribe. The experience of the elders is a priceless treasure. She teaches the next generation the most important lesson. Not everything beautiful is safe. The curiosity of youth must be guided by the wisdom of age. The difference between life and death can sometimes be found in the vein of a leaf. She tastes danger to ensure the safety of others. The lesson is learned, the knowledge is passed on. They work in silence, but communication flows through every gesture. A new food source, an assurance for the days to come. The joy of discovery, of finding life from within the earth. The women can also read the signs of the sky. Reth understands the rainy season is coming. They must prepare. Nature not only gives, but also provides materials for shelter. They gather not just for today, but also prepare for tomorrow. Skillful hands turn raw materials into life-sustaining resources. The full baskets contain the fruits of an effective afternoon's labor. As sunset approaches, it is time to consolidate their findings. Kael's team returns, bringing news of prey and water. Reth's team also returns with assurances of food and materials. All gather, ready to listen and make the final decision. Kael reports on the hunting potential, abundant, both large and small. But with prey, there are always dangerous predators. Reth absorbs the information, weighing the benefits against the risks.
Its tusks are broken, but it's still dangerous.
Kael's face reflects the nature of this land,
awaits us.
full of promise, but also full of peril. Next is the report on plants. There are those that are safe. ... and those that carry the seed of death. Distinguishing them is paramount. Reth understands that knowledge is their most powerful weapon. And finally, a warning from the sky. A new season is about to begin. He can feel the change, a new challenge approaching. All eyes are on him, awaiting the verdict. In Reth's mind, the pieces of information are fitting together into a complete picture. The burden of leadership, of deciding the future for the entire tribe. A decision that could bring prosperity or lead them into danger. The silence is broken by a nod. The decision has been made. He chooses a strategic location, near water, sheltered by trees easily defended. We will stay here, but only for a time. Kael has complete faith in his chief's decision. It is the choice of a wise and cautious leader. One season, that is the time to test this land and to test themselves. His resolve inspires confidence, but the burden remains. A wave of relief spreads. Finally, they can rest. The joy and excitement of the youth erupt once more. A silent embrace, sharing joy and gratitude. New energy flows, washing away the weariness of the journey. Kael channels the energy efficiently into the work ahead. The elders move with a calm purpose. They know what must be done. It is time for tools, long at rest, to be put to work again. Everything is carefully prepared for their new home. They move together, a unified group with a common goal. The work begins immediately. There is no time to waste. The foundation of their new home is carefully laid. The strength of the men is used to shape the new settlement. Every swing of the axe carries strength and hope. Kael's supervision ensures everything is done efficiently. Cooperation turns individual efforts into a great result. Muscles strain, sweat falls, all for a shared home. Kael's experience makes the work easier and safer. A camp begins to take shape, rising from their unity. While the men build the frames, the women create the shelter. Meticulous skill turns leaves into a sturdy roof. Nimble fingers weave safety for their families. Each layer of dry grass is a layer of protection, providing warmth for the long nights ahead. Reth doesn't just command, he participates and guides. His wisdom helps solve the most difficult problems. Gratitude is shown in silent nods. Every knot tied is an assurance of the tribe's safety. From above, the camp looks like a busy beehive, all working towards a common goal. As night falls, they have a safe place to shelter. The new home, though temporary, is the result of a hard day's work. The fire is lit, the center of life, of warmth, and of unity. The art of making fire, one of the greatest survival skills. Around the fire, all burdens seem to be lifted. The fruits of their harvest are shared, bringing the sweet taste of success. After a long day, this is a moment of peace and contentment. The two leaders watch in silence. Their joy comes from their people's safety. The sounds of life, of peace after many hard days. From his place, Reth observes and reinforces the tribe's rules. Ignorant curiosity can lead to death. A timely intervention, a lesson taught without words. His face is stern, but his actions are protective. The first rule, only eat what has been proven to be safe. The lesson is absorbed. An individual's life depends on the group's experience. Reth's gaze shifts to Kael, who is enforcing another rule. The second rule, all resources must be shared fairly. Gratitude and respect are built from the smallest actions. Reth silently approves. Fairness is the foundation of unity. And then, he sees another rule being followed. The third rule, always be prepared for tomorrow's challenges. A sharp weapon is the guarantee of a successful hunt. Kael's supervision ensures all tools are in their best condition. Reth knows that preparation is the key to taming the wild. Safety, sharing, and preparation, the three pillars of the tribe's survival. While others rest, the chief's mind is always at work. A new day is coming, bringing new promises and new challenges. His silhouette is solitary, yet it holds the strength of an entire people. In his eyes, there is determination for the present and concern for the future. The cloak is a symbol of power and a reminder of responsibility. This land is still an unknown, vast, and mysterious. He breathes in the air of a new day, ready to face whatever comes. Amidst the majestic nature, their existence is fragile. But it is this same nature that is their greatest source of hope. They are small, but not alone. They have each other. The journey has only just begun.